Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Opportunity. Our scientific mission is straightforward. Examine the space around, monitor the surface of, and perhaps lead a team into the anomaly at Sector A98. Tune in to hear John Garlick run the adventure with Jade Duguay, John Kennedy, Justin Wiggy, myself, and a host of special guests joining us at the table. Galactic adventures begin just after this music.
Captain Turnweather. The first time I stood on the bridge of the Opportunity and ordered my helmsman to take her out of the Utopia Planitia fleet yards, it was 22 years ago. The stars seemed so different then. More wild, more unknown, more welcoming to a crew of 1,092 eager explorers. At the time, we were a ship of peace, equipped with marvels of science and a bright-eyed team of idealists and geniuses. All of our missions, I am proud of those early years. Of all of our missions, I'm proud of those early years when we averted cosmic disasters and found common ground with the strangest of beings. But it was not to last. Starfleet's mission for the Galaxy class shifted from long-range exploration to diplomacy, and from diplomacy to battle. And violence came to us, 1,000 petty threats, then the Borg, then the Dominion. The wonders of cutting-edge research gave way to weapons upgrade after weapons upgrade. I served the Federation proudly, but now I find myself haunted by the many lives I've consigned to the stars, stars that now seem to shine less brightly. I gladly give you the opportunity. May you find with her a peace of mind that I no longer can. My most respectful regards, Captain A. Nevilleham. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gaming with Scott. I am here with John Kennedy.
Hello.
I'm here with Caleb Slocum.
Hello.
I'm here with Jade Duguay.
Hey, hey.
And our game master, John Garlick.
Hey, kids.
That's not actually John. It's a clown in a John suit.
Blah.
Whoa.
No, not an actual clown. Just somebody dressed up as a clown.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out.
It's a false clown in a false John suit.
You got to watch out for those actual clowns.
As long
Yeah.
as
Is it a
it's
non-union clown? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh well.
A non-guild clown is what I'm...
Oh yeah, you've got to watch out for
In
rogue clowns.
In Discworld, the clowns actually had a guild.
Yeah.
That's where I went.
Yeah.
Maravolo Bent.
You've got to watch out for clown scabs.
They d-
Ugh.
You know what? Actually, that was apparently a real fear they had. Same with the Beggars Guild, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
So at work, they've started asking me just constantly, "Hey, Caleb, why are you walking with crutches or a cane?" And I said, "Well, I was on the freeway and I got attacked by a roving band of clowns." One person actually went, "Seriously?"
There you go. It's a fear. It's out there. It's happening.
They will find you.
So, have we been on the ship long, or is this
All right.
move-in day?
This is move-in day. You guys are, basically okay. We're gonna say that this has been the last few days. You guys have been reporting to duty. You have basically. There's a lot of that initial new transfer stuff. Several of the people have left with Captain Nevilleham. And
Did they complete their barium suite before we moved in?
oh yeah,
Oh, thank God.
Everything has been
Okay, good.
Everything has been thoroughly sanitized.
Yay.
Weird episode.
No dead skin cells.
So every
sorry.
time you say A. Nevilleham, I think of the song in Hamilton, A.Ham.
Nice. Okay.
I can't get that out of my head now.
Yay.
Yay.
So,
What's
thanks
your
for that.
name, man?
But yes, the Opportunity is a fine ship. It has
Cheesy yaw.
it has served for with distinction on the front lines of the last two major conflicts facing the Federation. It was at the Battle of Wolf 359.
Oh yeah.
It rolled off of the dock, the shipyards, after the Galaxy, the original prototype, but before the Enterprise.
Okay. Nice.
You've been reading up on its logs and history. It has a very impressive spread of weaponry, and it has quantum torpedoes.
Ooh,
The
that's
new
a
quantum
huge upgrade.
Yes,
I'm excited.
yes.
I'm such a nerd. I could actually explain to you why you have to need special torpedo tubes to fire this.
Nerd.
Yeah. Well, like I told him, I
I am
sat down with
shaking
the
my head.
Enterprise blueprints,
Oh,
the
Same.
technical. Yeah.
And so, yes, this is a very a ship that has been in service a long time, and it has some of its core crew have stuck around, but there are you've been able to transfer most of the Curie crew over. Some of them have stuck around on the Curie, like the old chief engineer.
Okay.
It was, he served with it for years and years, but he sent his, but Chief Engineer Kumalo has sent his grandson, Mlungisi, to be your main emergency response guy.
Wow, out from under the wing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's made gone off on his own now.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Mlungisi in Zulu means fixer.
Yeah. Omlungisi.
And
Moon geese got it.
Oh goodness.
but yes.
Amungisi.
Mlungisi.
Lungisi.
It has the,
Sorry.
the
I like moon geese.
Moon geese. Yep.
But anyway, yeah, but he says, oh, well, he and Grandpa Kumalo tells you, I'll take care of my boy. Don't let him get sucked out the airlock.
I certainly will.
Like the other one.
You do have first, let's see, Junior Lieutenant Bolo, your young and idealistic, untested ship's counselor.
Ooh.
Is
Human?
He's a Denobulant, same species as Caleb's character.
Oh.
He is he is not psi sensitive himself, but he has a doctorate in the treatment of psionic afflictions, and specializes in mental trauma, including those suffered by telepaths. So it's not a coincidence that he's with your crew there.
Okay.
And this is sort of.
I'm going to go down the ship's roster. Which crewman has been with the ship the longest? And were they there, like, are we talking when it was rolled off, or when did they come aboard, as it were?
I'll say that the going through the crew manifest, the person who has been with the ship the longest is not actually a crewman. It is a civilian who is the bartender.
Oh. Okay.
That guy's got some stories.
Oh, yeah.
There is, but yes, the bartender is. We're going to say that
Mr. Thick? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's always my go-to bartender. Do you know why?
no, why?
Is because the very last role-playing game that I ever run, when I hang up the hook and go away, the bartender will be Mr. Thin. So that anyone that has played with me long enough can say I've been through thick and thin with Scott.
Oh. Get out.
What?
You're unfit for duty. Captain's clearly crazy.
Clearly.
Someone's been drinking with Mr.
I could do that, too.
Now, needless to say, I came up with this idea when I was like, 14, 15, 16, when it was cool.
No, it's just, you're fired.
And now I've just been doing it for so many years that I'm just like, I'm just...
You could find the quarters.
Nice.
All right. The bartender is a Bolian. He is. They are the species that are like a bright blue, with sort of
yeah, with the line up their face.
what do you call it? A parietal line.
Yeah, there you go.
And yeah, he is referred to as Red.
Nice. You mean red versus blue?
Whatever.
So good.
It's worse than that. I'm afraid you're permanently.
I'm permanently confined to quarters. Now I have to choke you, Captain.
But yes, Red the
Psychological evaluation
bartender.
needed.
Red the
Nice.
bartender, the Bolian
Okay, well then.
gentleman, has been with the ship longer than anybody else. There are a few guys who have been there nearly as long. They signed on with the first tour, within the first couple of years.
Okay. But red is it. Red is it. Okay.
Yes,
Good to
and
know.
he basically he runs the saloon
In 10 forward?
In 10 forward, yes.
Nice. Okay. All right, good to know.
The 10 forward, it is referred to as 10F on the
Okay.
ship.
Alrighty. John, what's your character's name again?
Dr. James Thebes.
Thebes. That's right. That's right. Okay. Captain to SAS.
Commander. Captain. I was promoted.
No,
Captain
Oh.
to Commander to SAS. You were not promoted.
Damn it.
Two commanders, a different Vulcan entirely. I don't know who you're trying to address. Star Trek pun. Oh.
I need to wake up. Yes, Captain.
What's the status of our science crew? Are they finding everything they need? Did we bring over everything we needed from the Curie? How's science rolling in? Like they own the place.
Everything's going swimmingly.
Is it going well?
Yes.
Anything you need?
Not currently, Captain.
Finding your quarters?
Yes, Captain.
Okay, good. Can you check in and make sure that medical's being tucked away as well? I want to make sure that Thebes is finding everything he needs.
I can do that, Captain.
All right, wonderful.
all right. Okay, so Mr. Thebes. I'm sorry,
Doctor.
Thebes.
I didn't
He didn't
spend
go
8
through.
years.
He didn't go through space medical school to be a Mister. All right, you are currently dealing with a problem with the ship's emergency medical hologram. It's a Mark. Let's see, a Mark IV
Okay.
EMH. So it doesn't look like Robert Picardo.
No, that's what's his name? The Andy.
Oh, Andy Dick. No,
it's Andy Dick.
It's the one after that.
yeah.
It is a different dude.
Two
Okay.
is Picardo, 3 is Dick, and 4 is the other guy. What's his face?
Oh, I didn't know
Go
there
ahead.
was a 4.
Oh, there is.
already.
Oh, go ahead. You're fine.
But I just wanted it to be a generic.
No.
person.
Okay, good. Then, yeah.
Well, anyway, he keeps manifesting with his head on backwards and walking into walls. There's something wrong with the emitter. You're having a terrible time where he's, appearing when he shouldn't. It's a big pain, and you're arguing with with basically the holo emitter crew who
the
are
hollow IT guy.
yeah. You're saying, well, have you tried dismissing him and bringing him back?
I've tried that, but I'm in the middle of setting up a lab. And by the way, it's a modern medical equipment in the lab.
Yeah, it is. It is. You're very. You're very. This has a very elaborate setup, including some things like biomimetic gel, which is highly controlled substance because it could be used to make biogenic
WMDs,
weapons.
yeah.
I like it with peanut butter.
It would just make more peanut butter.
Precisely.
Joke on you.
She adds chocolate.
I don't have time to keep turning him off and turning him back on. Will you please somehow help this doctor so I can get back to transporting the gel? I have 5 more shipments of this to oversee.
And you see, there are a couple of your nurses that come in carrying very gingerly on a hover pallet. There is a large, very secure Duracrete container. I'm sorry, it's made of
Permacrete?
duranium.
Oh, duranium.
Duranium, the same stuff that the bulkhead is made of.
Yeah.
Container that contains a milligram of this biomimetic gel.
It's really powerful.
Yeah.
I sign off on it, and then I secretly internally as much frustration as I'm having with that doctor. I'm excited because big kid lab pretty much, big kid med bay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I like being on the Curie, but at the same time, this is a huge one with its own surgical suite.
Yeah, the medical system on the Curie was, it was average.
It was average.
You could synthesize an entire artificial Klingon spine and install it on a guy here.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's happened once.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I could do too, but better. He wouldn't have to die first.
Yeah, you would put
watch the episode. He
extra
died.
plugins. Yeah, it's true.
I get it.
Every time the doctor manifests, like, doctor, please sit down. Someone will be with you shortly.
It's like, please state the nature of the medical bump.
Just sit down, nurse. Please sit the doctor down in a chair and get him. What do you drink? Tea.
Please state the nature of the medical, and it fades out of existence.
I can't even read this guy's. I can't even read his thoughts because I'm used to that. I'm a betazoid, so it's just
That's true.
He's just a blank in front of me.
It's
so
true.
I hear noise, but I don't hear the thoughts accompanying it. So it's like, who is talking?
Mm-hmm. It is unnerving. Like he's invisible to your primary sense.
Great.
It's like meeting a person where you can hear and touch them but not see them.
After
makes you think of the Gammazoids.
The Gammazoids.
Oh, the Betazoids with Gamma syndrome. From the first episode.
After like half an hour of going through this, I'm going to use my telepathy and I'm going to reach out to the captain.
Okay. Bling.
Yes.
Captain, can you please put my request for an operation manager to go to sickbay to fix our problem with our malfunctioning hologram unit?
Captain to engineering.
Engineering here, sir.
Who do we have that we can spare to go to sickbay and repair the medical emergency hologram?
Oh, I will send a specialist right away.
Who are we sending?
It is Mr. Rodriguez.
And Mr. Rodriguez is a specialist in this, or
yes,
okay.
He has many he's many years in dealing with our very elaborate holosuite. You'll like it, Captain. It's very impressive.
Alrighty, if you could tell him on the double, that would be great.
Yes, sir.
And I ping back. He's on his way.
Yeah, I show you in your head what I'm dealing with, and you just see the EMH just knocking over things and tripping, and
has his head on backwards.
I'm going to cringe telepathically and then suggest if you turned him off and back on.
Yes. I mean, yes, sir. I have turned him off and turned him back on.
Oh.
In fact, watch. I'm doing it now. His feet are on backwards. Well, most of him is facing the right direction. I don't know which part, though.
No, he'll be there in a bit. Sorry about that.
Yeah. By the way, loving the ship, Captain.
Isn't it nice?
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
So nice.
All right, Caleb, you are going over various specs and doing a spot inspection of this whole place. You are doing a walkthrough with your mentor, Commander Fukuda. She is part of a, she has removed herself from Starfleet security to sign on as command staff for here. Mm-hmm. There was she's confided with you that Turnweather is something of a cowboy. Has a reputation for reckless, cunning plans and daring maneuvers, but also tends to shoot from the hip. And
so you need someone to keep an eye on him?
She says, well, I'm doing that, but also just keep in mind he needs people who can think clearly and have a handle on mopping up the messes he makes. That is what I need out of him. And that is what my job is on this ship. I am using my contacts and such to not have him be court-martialed for sending all of those Romulan ships straight to hell. And that's how.
All right.
Yes,
All
and
right.
that is why I am here.
Okay.
I had him basically airlock his previous number one. Well, I mean, not literally.
Wait, airlock?
Not literally, but he has a silver tongue.
Okay.
Watch out.
Okay, good to know.
He might have been able to beat that court martial on his own. Come to think of it.
Okay.
But I basically went out on a limb for him, said that he acted on my intel, which is between you, me, and the bulkhead is not true.
Understood.
That bulkhead knows too much.
That bulkhead needs to go.
Eliminate the bulkhead.
But yeah, she's basically, she confides you in this to you privately. But she says, I am going to be. We have a there is a plan with Starfleet security involving this area. The Romulans want it, as it is taking out 5 of their ships while they are very destabilized is going to make them weaker. If we can bleed off more of their ships in this area, possibly because they are almost certainly going to attack again.
Suggestion noted.
That is only going to benefit us.
Okay, noted.
But
We'll get it done.
It's a nice way of hamstringing them while avoiding a full-on war.
Okay.
That's that is our master plan. Don't spread that around. It's confidential information.
Understood. You don't spread around plans for sabotage.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and if they want to break themselves on our shores, that's perfectly fine by me.
Or against the Klingons.
Against them too. The Klingons wouldn't mind either.
They'd be happy for the fight.
Now, she says sometime later she shows up with a lieutenant commander who is basically their number 3. He is the night shift. Basically, he does the third shift stint on the bridge. Mm-hmm. His name is Lieutenant Commander Tor Chalorn, and he is a member of a species called the Adranians. That this crew actually that is transferring on when they were on the Curie saved them from extinction because that species is parasitic and they need their young come to term inside of a cow-like animal. And
interesting.
Yes, and he and they saved him. They saved they saved a scientist who successfully prevented a disease that was killing off the cow.
So Tor Chalorn came with us?
Yes.
All right.
Torch. Got it.
Yeah. And she walks up. There's another man in Command Red with her. He's generally human looking. He's tall, has blonde hair, and one of his arms has unnatural weightlifter muscles. Huge squared off deltoid, bulging biceps, rippling.
Just one?
Just one. His other arm is normal size. His one arm has a rippling forearm, big meaty hand.
Been spending a lot of time in the holosuites by himself.
Well, he has, and two of the fingers on one hand have been fused into sort of a claw.
Wow,
That's interesting.
Not
Yes.
unsettling.
If I knew about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this guy's a joy.
he comes up with Commander Fukuda. Commander Fukuda is a middle-aged Japanese woman, human, and she's got sort of a no-nonsense, no bullshit reputation. She doesn't suffer fools, and she is, very much, no nonsense.
Oh, that's rough.
But she's your mentor. And she's, she knows you.
I hope she's a little used to me then.
Oh yeah, well she knows you can get the goods.
Yeah.
She's not.
I have use.
She's not terribly hung up on rules and regulations. She just doesn't.
better.
She doesn't. She just doesn't put up with
Shenanigans.
Yeah, as long as you're not an idiot, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
we'll see how that works.
and she, doesn't have a lot of patience for the niceties of diplomacy and things like that. She,
Okay. That's good then.
Yeah, but she, she introduces. This is Lieutenant Commander Chalorn. And she says, "Don't offer to shake hands."
Oh. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I'm Phlox.
no,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm Phlox. Nice to meet you.
What, Phlox? Really?
Phlox. Yeah.
Fist bump.
Didn't you already do? Isn't that also Dr. Phlox had the same name? The
Drawing a blank.
out of character. Oh, that was the
Drawing a blank.
That was the guy from Enterprise was also named Phlox.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, don't be named that.
Oh,
Yeah, he could
sorry,
be- he
gotta
could be
pick a different-
Phlox.
I just
Oh, he
picked
just
it.
picked it out of the book.
I just picked it out of the book.
He could be
I
Phlox.
like that one.
I mean,
No, it's confusing if he's.
he's not the doctor. I'm the doctor.
I know, but it's going to be confusing. Sorry.
All right, you're Flux.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. Nobody watched Enterprise.
Ah.
Somebody out there is like,
and now I am contractually obligated to go. It's been a
Long road.
oh,
Thank you.
what have
from
we done?
there to here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally here. I'm
gonna punch you
in the knee.
I'm gonna punch you in the knee.
John, you are
In
still
this
going.
moment, I quit the entire show. Goodbye.
And John, you're confined to quarters. You went too long. So we may have to get that book out and try it. But Phlox is a very good name because of that. And they were like, "Yeah, I like that one too."
Let's make it. We could use some other
Plex.
Plex. That's
All right, that'll work.
Plex. Sorry.
What? I'm thinking.
Don't wanna be-
You're a strong guy, right? Not to.
Oh,
I'm literally
don't.
not. No, I'm not going for the joke. It's just,
I was like,
when
I
I
know
thought
where
of like
you're
strong
going.
guy suplex. I thought, oh, Plex.
No. Average.
Still Plex. I like it.
We can tell.
All right, Plex it is.
All right.
I'm not gonna let you hold me back no more.
All right, thanks.
I'm Plex. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, sir. It's, this ship is really something, isn't it?
It's got that new carpet smell.
That's true. I think they did a refit. And so the you're walking and talking, striding through the ship, you're looking at very important important pads that people are handing.
Trying to take notice of any panels that look loose, something where I might be able to hide stuff in.
Oh yeah, you there are so many nooks and crannies in this place.
Excellent.
But
Those
yeah.
panels do come loose. You can slide things behind those, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That's horrid.
Everything in this place is detachable and modular.
Oh,
Everything.
this is a dream.
This
Nearly.
So, but yeah, the lieutenant commander with the crazy arm, he leaves. Fukuda says, "Yeah, the mating
people?
claw is kind of like
They use that for mating?
well, apparently their pregnancies start the regular way, and then the claw is used for implanting something in the it's venomous. The male stings the cow, and the female has like an ovipositor on her hand.
Oh.
They're yes, they are very. But the thing is, it's sort of a symbol of reproductive health, kind of like that is more prime to their culture than the regular equipment.
That's interesting.
And it's something that they can't hide, so they are very forthright in things like that.
Well, I guess I can't really, Well, if that's how they, get the deed done. That's
And they're, but yeah, apparently they're. She goes on about like in this long tangent about how their society was originally highly stratified, feudal, built around ownership of these cattle that their sharp-toothed, terrifying children sort of eat their way out of.
I'm just gonna kind of stare at her with horror in my eyes as we walk, as she's describing this.
Yeah, apparently, Lieutenant Commander Chalorn, it's kind of like a fiddler crab is an earth animal. It has one very large pincher that's like a signal to enemy males and woos the females. Apparently, it's kind of like that.
So I wasn't very far off when I thought that he had spent a lot of time by himself.
Well, he's apparently quite a catch by the standards of his people. That's pretty weird. If not to be judgmental.
I'll pass.
Did you say quite a catch and he's got a claw?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was going to say with drawn butter, but yes, go ahead.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
But yeah, apparently he was some kind of combination obstetric nurse / cowboy on his homeworld.
Oh, that...
High prestige job.
Okay. Well, each culture is unique, and that is one for the books.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would just prefer to keep my mating the old-fashioned way. Just keep it that. Yeah.
Just so you know, waving is also considered a threatening gesture. Me too.
I'm trying to think of what my equivalent would be.
I think the less said, the better.
Yeah.
Captain to first. Fukuda, are you there?
Yes, Captain.
Have you taken over duty watch from Torchalorn?
Yes, I have. I'm on my way to the bridge right now.
Wonderful. All right, I'll see you there.
All right. She walks up. She has the young has Plex, the young new lieutenant who's going to be your security guy.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
I'm Captain Turnweather.
Nice to meet you, Captain. Lieutenant Plex.
Pleasure to meet you, Lieutenant.
I'll give the big smile, the goofy, stretched out, kind of frightening smile.
Did you meet our duty officer from Third Watch?
Oh, Chalorn?
Yes.
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 Next time you see him, give him one of these.
Will do. Definitely. On the top of my list.
And I wave. I kind of make a small wave gesture, like "Hi."
Yeah. For our viewers at home,
That is offensive.
I'll make sure that I tell anyone else that they should definitely, do the same.
Okay.
How does Mr. Krabs feel about wacky inflatable arm guys? Are they
Only if they're really buff.
Are they obscenely gesturing?
if they have, on his planet, they have one extra long arm.
Never mind. I was gonna say whatever he sees when he goes into a rampage, he just attacks it.
Zoidberg in range. But yeah, he other than one fiddler crab trait, he is otherwise a person.
He's
Doesn't
pretty good.
mean I can't call him
I
Mr.
have so many
Krabs.
questions. Like, does he touch the panels with that thing?
Oh,
And
No.
what's it like coming on shift after him?
No.
Oh, but also it's
dragging
but
it around.
Fukuda says also it's a weapon. It's venomous.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
So there's
definitely
not-
don't touch
So
control
there's not
panels.
venom
after.
all over the place. That's not how that worked. He used the other hand.
If you're confused about their mating habits, stop by sickbay. I have several instructional videos to show you that I'm required to do so by the Federation Ministry of Health, and which you should have been shown in high school.
always bring a squeegee at the beginning of your shift.
You will have to check off the boxes that you have seen these videos. They're given by the his claws on backwards. Can we get the engineer?
It's all information provided by the Admiral Kirk Memorial Hospital back on Earth.
It is the center for all sexually transmitted disease.
Control
Actually,
and
it's probably not on Earth. It's probably on Risa.
it is.
For some reason, even though we have holograms, we still manifest a 8mm film reel to show you the video.
Nothing gets the point across like that.
Well, yes, the audio track has to be just slightly out of sync.
Yes. Yeah.
So, all right.
So,
So,
so.
Commander Tassas,
Tassas.
you are aligning the main deflector dish for its additional features where you can put other energy and nonsense through it. Because I mean those are things that science guys have to do every now and again.
And gals.
Dudes
Dudettes.
being neutral.
Yeah, the deflector dish is an important part of the ship.
Yes, it's true, and you're
Yeah.
You're checking the important conduits to make sure that they are functioning properly in case you have to run additional power through it and send glowing blue things out into space.
You don't even know what it does.
Space magic. That's all that matters.
Well, I mean, there are times when they put glowing blue things through the deflector dish,
That's
depending
true.
on what the problem is. So, the main deflector, you're down in basically a set of. This is sort of a darker area of the ship. There are a variety of glowing columns with complicated circuitry going up and down. As there are very many settings and power conduits that, this interfaces with the dish. And you hear a funny noise. Your keen Vulcan ears pick up a sound that is amiss. It's like some kind of electronic buzz or interference somewhere nearby.
Okay.
So you are currently, within shouting distance of other people, but you're not sure exactly what's going on yet.
So it's electrical sounding.
Yeah, there's some kind of like little buzz or something. Maybe some piece of technology is out of whack.
So I'm going to start moving towards the sound.
Okay. All right. As you approach, give me a
Can I ask a question before she rolls?
yes.
Is it something along the lines of? And then the male crab. No. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Whoa.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Is that what I'm walking into?
No,
All right. I'm sorry. That was poor comic relief.
nothing that scary. No, it was
Poor life choices.
it was some small electrical device powering up.
Okay. Oh, powering up.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
I didn't put it there.
What am I rolling?
Give me a roll against your, let's call it insight plus security.
Insight is 9. Security is 1.
Ooh.
8 and a 2.
All right. That's 2 successes. You get 1 point of momentum into the momentum pool.
Woohoo! Yay, momentum.
Huzzah.
All right. Looking
moving.
around, you see that there. You find a glowing green. Okay.
Yeah.
You find a glowing green thing about the size of a regular pencil eraser. It's only about it's only very small, but it is green and it is stuck to one of these panels, and it is not supposed to be there.
Is it solid or is it...
It's like a little crystal.
Okay.
A little crystal object that seems to be a high tech thing that's interfaced with the computer.
Is there anything around that I could pick it up with
Oh,
without
it's-
using my hands?
Oh, okay. Looking around, that's when you see the shadow of a man disappear behind one of these computer these computer columns.
Okay. Were they large?
They were, slim but tall.
Am I still within shouting distance?
Yes, you are.
Who's down here?
Oh,
Like who else is in
some other members of your nerd squad.
my nerd squad?
Yeah, there was a young ensign who was, you had doing computer things.
Instant deathly. We call them that because they're just frail, and apparently they have every allergy known to man and alien kind. So,
But no, he is actually a very tall lizard-like person who is definitely not the same shape as this guy.
Wait. The ensign is lizard
The
shaped?
ensign is lizard-shaped.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
he's a reptilian.
I guess I'm gonna call him over.
Okay. You call over to
Bob.
Ensign. We're going to call him Lefty.
Ensign Lefty, the lizard man.
Lefty. Not deathly.
death.
It's because he's a lizard. It sounds like you have a lisp when you don't. When you say his name,
Oh, okay.
Ensign Lefty of Science Division.
Science
He-
division.
He
Just
says,
sounds cool.
"Oh, coming, Commander."
He doesn't sound cool.
He-
Science division.
He's like a big turtle.
Oh, now he's cool again. I like turtles.
Yeah.
I was like hoping for more iguana like.
No, there are plenty of iguanas out there. He is a turtle.
He's a toidle. Okay.
But he's clomping along slowly.
Okay.
He's at that point. You see the shape move again.
Is it the same shape?
The same guy. Yeah. Flips between the two back terminals.
Okay. So I'm gonna,
You are definitely not alone, and there is an intruder.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards the shadow.
Oh, okay. As you head towards the shadow, you step out into. All right, you basically step out into the thoroughfare behind these computer terminals, and you see standing in front of you a Romulan in a fully concealing spacesuit. It's but you recognize this as a battle armored Romulan spacesuit. You see, he was sort of slinking along, trying to sneak away, and he sees you step up, and he pulls out a phaser. So you have the drop on him, though.
Do I have a phaser?
Not handy, but you could use your,
You have a turtle.
hand to hand.
I do have hand to hand. Okay. Can I disarm him?
You can.
I'm gonna try to disarm him.
All right.
Go for it. Take him on.
He's going to. Okay, so roll.
Take his arm and beat him with it.
Well, if it's a Romulan and
Stop
she's
it.
Or
a
nerve
Vulcan,
pinch him.
They're equal.
All right.
They're both stronger than a human.
But he has like
Oh, yeah.
She's
he
gonna
has
need
like a
force
space suit
multiplier
on. I
then.
don't know if I can.
A
ignore
what?
It's
it.
flexible.
Oh,
Force
yeah.
multiplier.
Oh,
But
weapon.
in any case,
I can use his arm.
give me a daring plus security roll.
9 and 1. So
All right.
10,
You could do it.
11 and an 8.
All right. He basically he also rolls one success. You are tied. It is ties favor the active character.
Okay.
So you swat the disruptor out of his hand, and it clatters to the ground one zone away.
Okay. After I'm gonna go immediately into a nerve pinch while I have him distracted.
All right. Basically this would normally. Okay, he is going to try to get away and fail. I would recommend spending your point of momentum
Okay.
for an additional die.
I'm gonna do that then.
You could do
So
it.
you spend your momentum.
We believe in you.
Now,
Absolutely.
You can also, if you wish, add to my pool of threat to get yet another die.
What am I rolling on?
So this would be still daring plus security.
Okay, and does my hand-to-hand do anything for this?
In this particular case, because you're rolling off security, you already get a security doesn't. A focus doesn't give you anything if you only have a 1 in the discipline.
Okay. So I'm just gonna roll the 3.
Yeah, roll three dice, get lower than a 10.
4, 9, and 13.
All right, you get two hits. He fails on his roll to struggle with you.
Okay.
You hear at the end of the hallway, "Oh no, I'm coming!" Trump, 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 trump.
Awesome.
So I've nerve pinched him.
All right, so let's turn to the rules for nerve pinching because they have them. Let me find it in the Vulcan description. As I recall, there is a specific
Nerve pincheritis.
yeah. Nerve pinch. All right. Neuropressure on page 110 under the Vulcan description. It counts as a weapon that is 1 effect die and intense with a non-lethal quality. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. You may use science or medicine instead of security when attempting a nerve pinch attack.
Oh, nice.
My
And may
science was
increase
a
the
5.
damage by your science or medicine discipline instead of security. Okay, so that's actually, you get 3 successes on that then.
Yeah.
Nice.
So first of all,
It's my Vulcan claws. Don't shake my hand.
all right,
don't want
can I
that
see
venom.
that pamphlet there? Thank you very much. And doing some damage. This is the first time we've had hand-to-hand combat, by the way. Making attacks. All right. Okay, and so damage and injury. So your damage goes up by 5 for your science rating.
Ooh.
All right. All right. So you're going to be rolling these challenge dice.
Oh.
Now, another thing you can do is you can spend. Here, let me find it here. Page 174. So roll these dice right here. These are the special Star Trek Adventures challenge dice, and you are going to be rolling 6 of them. So roll all 4 of them,
And then 2 more.
then 2 more. And the values can be 0, 1, 2, or a little Star Trek symbol as an effect. It counts as 2. So that is 2, 4, 5,
And then
plus
roll
2 effects.
2 more.
Yes. All right. Okay, so at 5, here, let me just find it here. All right. Okay, he is going to. All right, so that is enough to take him down.
Sweet.
He is you successfully find the nerve plex and pinch it.
Okay.
He goes down like a sack of potatoes.
Get the, and then punch him once he's down.
Yeah.
So
That's my way.
Good old haymaker, right to the jaw.
Kick him right in the groin.
and your security.
You'll feel that
right?
later.
your security. What's your character's name?
Plex, Lieutenant Plex.
Plex. Okay, there you go. So I feel like this is probably an appropriate time to call him.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so Commander Tassas to Lieutenant Plex.
How can I help you?
We have an intruder down here in
Deflector dish control.
deflector dish control.
On my way.
After a minute, the ensign lefty says, "Intruder alert!"
Commander Tassas to Captain Turnweather.
Turnweather, go ahead.
I just apprehended an intruder down here
Where's here?
in deflector land.
Deflector control.
Deflector control.
An intruder?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to grab a few ensigns and run down there.
What?
You snap your fingers and your boys come running.
No.
What? What do you got? Yes.
Okay.
The answer there is pointy ears, just like yours.
Whoa.
Whoa.
My ears are much nicer.
Oh.
So, who was the intruder?
There's a Romulan down here. He's in full space gear, so I can't identify him, but it's obvious Romulan attire. I disarmed him, and I have incapacitated him.
Oh, good.
Sir.
Good. Have you called security?
Lieutenant Plex is
Plex.
on his way.
Flex
Words.
and flex.
I'm not the claw guy. I'm not flexing. Yeah.
Okay.
Plex.
Plex is on his way?
Yes, sir.
Good. One of Fukuda's men. Excellent.
All right.
Just met him. A good guy. Make sure. What was he doing?
He was slinking around, sir. Also, there was an anomaly found on the equipment that I'm going to investigate with Ensign Lefty. Lefty.
Is he with you?
Yes, sir.
Trump. I'm finally here. I'm saving you.
Captain out.
I'm helping.
On behalf of turtles everywhere, I feel like my next character should be a turtle, just to get you back for this garlic.
Also, I need Garlic to draw this guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I need a drawing of this.
This has to happen.
It's a thing that has to happen.
He's very helpful.
He
He means
well.
well.
He does.
He's a
means well.
turtile.
I just had a witness down here. That's all I needed. Okay.
It happened so fast. So, looking at this, the Romulan is a man.
I checked.
Yeah. You could see that his, it's concealing body armor. It could have been either way. He's down for the count for the time being. Your men arrive. They put him none too gently into cuffs. They looking at him. They do a search of his suit and find all kinds of spy nonsense, like a little data chip in his boots and all kinds of little escape gadgets that they confiscate.
So get him some paper clothing and get him into a cell. I'm going to run some tests.
All right.
On that suit.
Cavity check.
About 3 of those for him. I'm going to grab the disruptor.
Okay. Standard issue Romulan disruptor.
Hey, excellent, great, one for the collection.
But basically they pop the helmet. He's it looks like which the helmet is very the human you have handling him. It's like says it's okay, but it's very cold. He's been out in space.
That's interesting. So, what was he doing when you saw him?
He was just slinking through. I was back here to investigate this item here. This green.
There's
crystalline.
a little green crystal about the size of the size of your pinky nail. That has been attached to one of the one of the computer consoles here.
My
and
pinky nail or his pinky
his
nail?
pinky nail. It's we.
Insight and engineering.
Sure. Give me a. Actually, this is going to be insight. Insight plus security.
Okay.
Actually, no. We'll make it reason
That's
plus
fine.
security.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Reason plus security. You're looking at this gadget, which is being used to infiltrate your system.
And infiltration is one of my foci.
That's true. This is totally spy nonsense going on.
Okay, so I got one success.
All right. That's all you needed. The looking at this device, you're able to, you see that it's just been sort of like it's made to attach to one of the smooth panels and siphon information and give root commands to this system. That this was intended to potentially sabotage or take over the deflector system, the deflector control system.
Separating that.
Yeah, it pops off.
That's coming right off.
It pops
and
off and
right into my pocket.
You'll need to do some. You'll need to do some. Your guys immediately begin tearing down the system and doing a level 1 diagnostic, making sure that it isn't compromised.
I'm going to show them what I found and say, I need a full sweep of the area. We're looking for more devices. Any good spy would leave more than one.
They immediately snap to it and begin searching the entire deck.
Okay. We need also get a sweep computer.
Yes, Lieutenant.
We need a scan for the entire ship. We are looking for the potential of Romulans on board.
Working. 1 Romulan found.
Location?
Turbolift 3 on his way to the brig.
Oh.
Captain?
Turnweather, go ahead.
Lieutenant Plex here. The Romulan has been apprehended, is being brought to the brig. We have found a device implanted on our systems here. It seems that this was an attempted act of sabotage. My crew are currently going through and doing diagnostics. I've had the computer do a search. We haven't found any more through our scans. He has a lot of high tech in his suit that we will be running diagnostics on.
You haven't found any more what?
Devices yet, nor any more Romulans yet.
Okay, hang on just a sec. I tap my communicator. Computer?
Yes, Captain.
How many Romulans on the crew?
0 Romulans.
Scan the ship for Romulans.
Working. 1 Romulan found.
Location?
Turbolift 3 on his route to the brig.
How many Vulcans on in the crew manifest?
11 Vulcans.
Scan the ship for Vulcans.
11 Vulcans found.
Thank you. All right. What do you think our next steps are?
Well, I have the security force currently doing diagnostics and searching for more devices. I'm going to interrogate the subject once he awakens.
Are we inside the space station or just docked?
You're nearby. You're floating at Insight A98.
Okay, but we're not like
near,
inside an Alamo class starship in the building.
You're just floating out in space.
Okay.
Near the what did we call it? The Timbuktu station.
Right.
At the same time that I'll be questioning them, we need to take a look at his suit. It is cold to the touch. He was outside the ship.
Red alert, shields up. I'm going to
shields go up.
Look over to the tactical officer. Go, give me a scan in our immediate vicinity for any tachyon readings or anything that might look like a cloaked vessel. All right, Plex, are you planning on interrogating this? Is this individual awake, asleep? Did Tassas beat him into the bulkhead?
He will be awake soon.
Okay.
I found something, Captain.
Yes.
It appears to be a. It's too small to be a ship, but it is it is some kind of capsule, 1 meter in length, floating in space.
That's really small.
Secure that for me and bring it aboard.
They deploy a tractor beam.
Excellent. All right, I'll be down to talk to our visitor in a moment. Have you had the opportunity to familiarize yourself with Governor Larot?
No.
Don't put those two where they can talk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Governor Larot was sent packing back to.
Oh, we didn't bring him with?
No, you sent him back to the Romulans.
No, I thought I sent him to Starfleet to get.
Or you sent they basically
Oh,
he was a guest.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I thought we brought him with.
No.
I was like, we're going to keep him like a piece of furniture. Okay, that would have been bad. I probably should not have done that, and they would have seen to not. Okay, never mind then. Forget that. And yeah, I kind of paused, and I'm like, oh, yeah, he got sent back. Okay, yeah, never mind.
I'm going to put extra security at the doors to the brig. Only you and I entering.
Or first?
Of course.
Okay. Excellent. Well, then let me know when he's secured.
All right. They basically you get a communique from one of your men. He has had his gear removed. He is in a secure jumpsuit. Flimsy enough to let him feel the breeze, and he's they say he's a little bald guy with funny tattoos.
Okay. Thank you. Lieutenant Plex, the medical.
Dr. Thebes here.
Dr. Thebes, could I have you come to the brig, please?
Definitely. I'll be there in a moment.
Thank you.
I grab a medical kit just in case because I don't know what it's for.
Captain to Dr. Thebes.
Dr. Thebes here. Yes, Captain?
Do you have that medical hologram fixed yet?
Do it. Sort of, sir. Now he can speak properly, but his head still turns on backwards occasionally.
Okay, because you may need to use that hologram down in the brig.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right.
Do you want Tassas to look at it? I've got experimental tech.
Oh, the Romulan gear?
No, your
Oh, the hologram.
your hologram.
That would be nice. Have it
He's
working.
like, finally. Did Rodriguez ever show up?
I have no. Did he? Oh,
He's working on it.
he did, but he said he needs a part. It's already back ordered. It's back ordered, and we have replicators, but apparently the part's back ordered.
It'll take him like an hour to replicate it.
But he still has it down for 3 weeks.
Never tell them how long it's actually going to take.
Yeah. No, I make my way there. I show up and I'm wearing just a normal Starfleet jumpsuit. I leave the coat for bed lab.
Nice.
Yeah. But I do like to wear the coat. But,
See, but you can do the fun like swish thing when you enter a room. Swish.
Oh, swoosh.
Yeah.
Having to keep the fabric under control, where you're not trying to be like overly dramatic. Never mind.
You should always be overly dramatic.
All right.
He's like, all right.
And we're back.
All right. So, all right. Lieutenant Plex, Dr. Thebes, and Captain Turnweather are all gathered in the brig behind a force field. It looks like the Romulan is coming to. He is a medium height, light-skinned male with pointy ears and several spiky tattoos on his forehead. He is clean-headed, no her, and has otherwise typical Romulan features, pointy eyebrows.
I have experience with the Romulans.
Yes, you do.
Would I know the significance of those tattoos? Because as a player, I think I know what that significance is. But would my character know if those are funerary tattoos or not?
In this particular case, they are funerary tattoos, like what dude had.
Nero.
Nero. Yeah.
And then just can I tell? Is it temporary or did he brand them?
These are temporary. They're not. He's not gone full Death Knight.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Well, I walk in and I know you summoned me, but actually I look at the captain first. So yes, Captain.
And I point at Lieutenant Plex.
Turn to Lieutenant. Yes, Lieutenant. I was like, John was unclear of chain of command. Sorry.
So I was gonna ask you to wake him up, but he seems to be waking up on his own now.
He's sort of rubbing his head and is sort of staggering to his feet.
In Romulan.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how you doing?
Technically, you'd start with too untrue.
I look at Commander Tassaz. What'd you hit him with?
Just a Vulcan nerve pinch.
Oh, and I kind of do the shoulder thing and go, oh, that. Okay.
Yeah. He sneers at you and says, "No speaky human." Which you're obviously not a human, but I mean, he's mocking you.
In Romulan, well then, do you speak?
Oh, he was speaking English, by the way.
Yeah, I'm still speaking Romulan in response. Well, that's good, because I speak the main language of your mother.
Boom.
Oh, went straight to mom's.
Oh, straight to the mom.
So, hi, how you doing?
Lieutenant, on his forehead, those are Romulan funeral tattoos.
Oh.
And then looking at him, I also speak Romulan. It's like, who did you lose recently?
He looks at you and looks around and says, "We have a serious information leak problem, don't we?"
What?
He's just obviously, the verb tense he uses means like we, as in the Romulan people.
I've been among your kind before. I was involved with helping to resolve the Taraxis contagion.
Yes, I've heard of you, Dr. Thebes. He says in English again.
So, how you doing?
Says, "Well, my neck hurts."
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, when you try to sneak on board and try to take a Vulcan by surprise, they kind of lash out. The overly emotional ones that they are. So, I take it, given the recent losses here, your tattoos, that you're here, act of vengeance for the loss of your shipmates?
I love everyone. I would never dream of vengeance.
Vengeance is mine.
Well,
Says it's all a big misunderstanding.
What's his current mental state?
His current mental state is open contempt.
Really? But not like seething anger towards any one of us in particular. Just a general like, fun up yours.
Yeah, he's well, I mean, there's certainly a sense of animosity there, but not like not so much a personal blood vendetta. I'm going to kill you like the last 5 guys you've met.
Yeah, so exactly. Okay.
so are when you do that, do you focus in on one particular person to pick it up, or do you kind of get a vibe from everyone around you?
Oh, you can see I'm pretty much reading this guy up left and right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Telepathy in this game is kind of it works how it works according to the GM. It's sort of
rather than
I was just gonna I was going to say, if you're picking up just kind of general around you, I was going to tell you what
The way
my character was experiencing.
Now, as a general thing, when you're reading to see if somebody is lying, I will use a hand gesture at the table, thumbs up or thumbs down, so I don't have to interrupt the flow of conversation to let you know, and that also lets you drop the exposition into your dialogue without having to
So you see me kind of relax from just giving him the hairy eye, and now I'm going to flow out and feel how's the rest of the room feel? Does Tassas look overly worried? Does the doctor seem like this guy giving him flack is ruffling him at all? And what's Plex's state? Because he keeps going, "Hi, how you doing?" And I'm waiting for him to start clawing at the force field or something.
Well,
I'm excited.
Tassas is a regular Vulcan cold fish.
She's solid as she's always been, huh? All right,
Did
good.
you call me a cold fish?
Cold fish. No, no.
Cold fish. It's a Vulcan term that
Can I nerve pinch the computer?
maybe.
We downloaded to an Android body with working nerve endings just so she could do it.
Nice.
Take that, computer.
Yeah.
Warp core breach imminent. It was worth it.
Well, actually, yeah, you guys can say your own emotional states, but I mean, obviously, the Vulcan is under control.
I'm curious as to why he's here. I know we had our recent engagement with the Romulans, but I've always been interested in the Romulan culture because I spend time amongst them. I helped save some of them.
Commander Fukuda arrives.
Okay, cool. And
I'm excited for what's about to happen.
He's like,
It's about
Anticipation.
excited like, yay, or excited like, and to find Chianti.
I'm straight up giddy.
Okay.
And actually, I'm not even trying to hide it.
Okay.
Do you have your claw out?
It's highly venomous at this point.
Commander Fukuda has her regular scowl of concern. She says, "I don't like it."
Neither do I.
I do.
Any word on the container that was brought on board?
Or
the object, the meter-long object?
Yes, it's a transporter relay.
Okay. And we have a force field around that right now, right?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, good.
Okay.
We can drop out of. The device has been capped. Would you like us to go out of red alert, sir?
Yeah.
Very well. She makes a couple calls.
Computer cancel red alert. Yeah, whatever the...
They say that you get Mr. Plex gets a notification from your guys. Your computer security specialist. She says that they've found another 3 of those little green knickknacks.
As was expected. Collect them all. We need to get them all sealed. We need them. We've got one that we can test. Eject the others.
Eject the other what?
Well, you overhear what comes through on the comm, right?
and I go, eject the other what?
The other 3 devices that were planted.
Eject them to where?
Space.
The mouth.
The mouth.
Why
These are
we...
okay.
Don't they have computer stuff on them that we kind of need? Or we don't want other people to have... We're going to wipe them and then toss them?
Well,
Well,
of
we
course, remove our data from them. But
I didn't hear that part. I skipped to the end and went, well, just toss them? Just throw them out right now?
What they
Gotcha.
Your person says what they appear to be is an interface that is recording data from the system they're plugged into, as well as potentially to receive transmissions.
That's why we need to remove the data from them.
To take over the system, but it doesn't seem that they seem like they have transmission capability. They're too small, so they can receive but not transmit.
So they would have to be recollected.
Wait. Don't get rid of them. We're going to wipe them. bring them to me.
Yes, sir.
But wait, so they have to be collected. That means that, we know that he was dropped off here because it's unlikely he attached himself to the hull the whole time.
How easy was he to see?
Not very easy.
It was very shadowy.
Personal cloaking? If he was intending to pick these back up, that means he intended to either
Cloaking
somehow get back onto his pod when it was outside, or he was planning to stay and not be discovered.
Cloaking devices have a very bad effect on even a Romulan's physiology. So I don't know if he could have a personal cloaking device.
Does he look like he's in a good mental state right now?
Looking at his suit, it is the exact same sort of like pleasant tan color as the walls of your ship.
Okay.
They could have a mimetic suit, but a cloaking suit,
Yeah, it is just. It looks like it was just actually just selected to blend in.
Okay.
A mundane camouflage.
Okay.
Well, then never mind. I retract my cloaking suggestion.
But no, they probably have a cloaked ship somewhere nearby, because if they were meant to be collected, and he snuck in by creeping along our hull, he was deposited here, or he could have come from the station, I guess.
My initial assumption was the station, but there is the possibility for a cloaked ship to be nearby.
Computer, have there been any open airlocks or pressure seals in the last 12 hours?
Negative outside of normal functioning, Captain.
Thank you. Where'd he come from then? How'd he get in?
Was he beamed aboard?
That's
Either he
if he did come through an airlock.
or he may have doctored our records.
The guy is sitting.
That is a possibility.
The guy is sitting around cleaning his fingernails.
We
at this
could
point.
ask him.
We could.
I could run
What's your name, sir?
My name is Janzar of Klar.
Does the name of Klar mean anything to me? Does it ring a
it's
bell?
It's a region.
Okay, but it's not like of that guy's.
He's not like he's not like
Brownsburg Klars. Got it.
yeah. He's not like
nothing like that. Okay,
He's not King Poop of Splash Mountain. Or
right.
anything.
Okay. Thank you.
Identifying himself by what is presumably a city on Romulus indicates that he is of low birth.
And what was the first? What was the not the surname, but what was the first name?
Janzar.
Janzar. Okay.
Do you have anything in your kit to when we start asking him serious questions to make him talk?
So Janzar, how'd
to
you
make him talk?
Truth serum.
The Federation does not deploy.
Yeah,
troops
Thebes
here.
isn't going to do that for you. You know that, right?
I don't know what kind of doctor he's like.
That is
Sure you do. He's a Federation doctor.
That is a highly unethical request, sir.
It's okay, says Fukuda. He's just being. He's just messing with you.
Can I mind
Yes,
meld with him?
That was entirely a joke. I'm sorry. I have very dry wit.
Hey, just real quick. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Was that entirely a joke?
Wink.
That is a thumbs down for our audience.
All right, but yeah, you see that that Janzar of Claw has sat down on the little bench next to the toilet in his little area, and is he seems to be very rapidly
Bored.
entirely bored by the situation. He's just doing his fingernails, not even like he has a suicide capsule in there or anything.
So, what you doing?
Says, "Well, I'm currently sitting in the brig."
Yeah. So why are you sitting in the brig? Let's get to that.
Oh, because she nerve pinched me, and then I woke up here.
Yeah. So let's just keep going backwards from there. So why'd she nerve pinch you?
Because she's a Vulcan.
That's
better than
true.
being
That
a
is what they
Romulan.
do. They do nerve pinch. So why were you sneaking around?
Says, because I'm a private citizen who was
Private citizen.
who was exploring your lovely ship. He says,
How did you get on board?
He says he was obviously listening to your conversation earlier. He says, "Well, I beamed on board from the station." Oh,
Okay.
Okay. From the station. So how many of you are on the station?
oh, just me.
Just you. Did your ship dock with the station, or did you beam to the station?
I was a passenger on a previous hesitation by the ST by the GM as I'm making up details as I go. He says I was a passenger on a cargo transport that docked 72 hours ago.
By passenger, do you mean stowaway?
I paid for my ticket just fine.
And you mean to get back via the transportation pod that was just off our port bow?
That was my plan, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so we already know that the devices you planted steal data and try to compromise the systems, take them over. What was your goal?
Well, my goal was to monitor the doings of your ship, make sure that everything was on the up and up in the event that we had to borrow some of your scientific data regarding Site A98. It's a very interesting
That would have
conundrum.
required you to manually recover these.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, that's not a problem for me.
Captain, I telepathically reach in your mind. If you want, I could go and examine the respirators of the suit and try to look at any of the particles that might be trapped in the filters. I could probably reasonably put together, within recent history, where he's been, just based on what particles are trapped in the filters.
That sounds like a plan. I look over at the prisoner and I say, do you have any devices, any more devices on your person?
He considers making a lewd comment. I got a device for you, but he says, "No, I am quite disarmed." He says,
Can I believe that?
"Yes,
Oh, I have to make sure, right?
so that's fair."
All right, good. We'll have three
have
guys. Have three guys march up and down his
Yep. It'll be
possible hiding spots, and then let me know what you find. And I am going to. I gesture to Fukuda. First, you're with me, and we're
Yes, sir.
We're headed out.
done. Are you still in here with us,
Yeah.
or have you left?
Well, I'm going to grab the suit and take it with me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Good.
But I am going to just give you a look as I'm leaving. And then as I'm leaving, I'm just going to point at the security cameras.
Bye.
I walk out.
Computer, please disable the cameras.
That just...
All right. So we're going to fade to black on that scene. As
It fades to black, and then
as he is roughed up a little bit.
There's going to be a few questions
I don't
in the
think
middle
it
of
should
that.
be roughed up a little bit.
Oh,
I think it should be more like, hey, the guy has a rubber glove.
He is uncomfortably. He is none too gently inspected.
I would
for-
love to see the
No,
opening scene
whoa.
just show actually it's Plex that's all tied up. And he's like, I don't know what happened. He was stronger than I thought.
See, and I was thinking that there's a gentleman with a rubber glove. This thing has to please pass it has to be proper lubrication. They were using an old Earth lubrication, Tabasco.
I would also like to point out I did pick up his disruptor.
Oh, geez.
So
Okay,
low energy.
so we're just gonna
No.
fade to black on that. We're not gonna torture the.
I'm just going to assume that you don't do anything that would break Starfleet regulations, but you're going to rough him up a little bit.
I'm going to get info.
All righty.
We'll come back to that.
All right.
All right.
And,
so
that'll do us tonight for Gaming with Scott, yes?
yes.
Yay.
Good point to skip
All righty.
this
Well, then we will computer disable the cameras. And then dun, dun, to be continued. Dun, dun, dun. The trumpets
Ellipses?
come up.
I'm putting
'cause at
this
the
in my
end-
report, you know.
I know you are. That's why we were talking earlier. I want to do like captain's log and chief medical officer's log, and we'll be like,
Chief
that
medical
guy,
officer's log. Man, Plex is a jerk. He's just a jerk.
that guy better not violate Federation law.
He better not find out he put a finger on that prisoner.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling.
Well, all righty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to us, and as always, you'll hear from us real soon.
Bye.
Good night.
That'll do us tonight for Star Trek Adventures. You can send us an email at feedback@gamingwithscott.com. John Garlick is at JPMGarlic. Jay Duguay is at @1_nerdy_mama. John Kennedy is at JKMyth. And me, Scott T, is at GamingWScott. This is a Southgate Media podcast. As you boldly go through your life, remember to make the galaxy a better place than it was yesterday. And as always, you'll hear from us real soon. Bye.